there are two ways to look at it. One is to be proactive and one is to be reactive. Reactive people are slaves of their emotions. Proactive people take charge of their emotions. A reactive person will always find fault with others. A proactive person will say, what is in my hands? Let me focus upon that. Reactive people will blame the environment. My health is affected because the weather is not good. Proactive people will carry the weather with them. So the way forward then is to be proactive. This will make not a 50% difference in your life. It will make a 500% difference in your life. Why are you in a bad mood? Swamiji, it is this, it is that, it is this. Our mind makes 100 stories. As Swamijis, unfortunately, we have to keep on counseling everybody. And everybody comes with their problems. And 95% it is all the stories the mind makes. Swamiji, I'm unhappy because of this and this and this. And I say, look, you don't have to be unhappy. Everybody has their share of lemons. You choose to be happy. That is a choice that you make. So take responsibility for your emotions. And don't pass the buck to the environment. This is, like the politician who got elected. And after being elected, he engaged in corruption. When he was caught and brought to court, the judge said, what is this? The public, they invested their responsibility in you and you should have observed some ethical standards. You violated them all with such unethical conduct. You should be punished. The politician said, Your Honor, it's not my fault. It's the fault of the public that elected me. That is passing the buck. It is not my fault. My emotions are not my fault. Once there was a company that was manufacturing dog food and it was not doing well. So the marketing manager, he called all his entire staff of 27 salesmen. He said, how is the product that our company sells? They said, boss, it is the top in the market. The sales manager then asked his salesmen that how is the slogan that we use? They said it could not be better. What do you say about the packing and the label on it? Oh, it's exceptionally designed. What about our marketing campaign? Superb. What about the distribution system? It could not be better. So the sales manager said, then why is it that we are not in the top of the competition? Why are we at the bottom of the competition? Why are we having the last bit of market share? The salesman said, it is all the fault of the dogs. They don't eat that damn product. That is exactly the point. Without realizing it, most of us make this mistake. Why am I in a bad mood? It is all his fault and her fault. So, there are two ways to look at it. One is to be proactive and one is to be reactive. Reactive people are slaves of their emotion. Proactive people take charge of their emotions. A reactive person, if you tell him, why have you slowed down in your bhakti? He will say, Swamiji, I don't feel so devotional nowadays. I am waiting for the feelings to come back and then again I'll gain speed. A proactive person will say, it is for me to create devotional feelings. You ask a reactive person, why have you reduced loving your wife now? You know, Swamiji, those sentiments are no longer there. In other words, they feel love is something that has to happen to them. A proactive person will realize, I have to exercise the power of love. A reactive person will always find fault with others. A proactive person will say, everybody is as they are. Now what should I do about it? What is in my hands? Let me focus upon that. Reactive people will blame the environment. My health is affected because the weather is not good. Proactive people will carry the weather with them. Proactive people will say, no matter what the weather, I can change myself and adjust to it. So, the way forward then is to be proactive. This will make not a 50% difference in your life. It will make a 500% difference in your life. Because if you have harbored the reactive attitude, you will never try to control your mind. And if you have started exercising the muscle of proactivity, then you will say, okay, today this negative emotion dropped me down. Never mind, I'll try harder, and tomorrow I will not let it drop me down. And slowly, slowly you will become the master of your mind. So remember, if you have always been finding faults with others, you know, it is all my mother-in-law's fault. No, it is my daughter-in-law's fault. No, it is my nanad's fault. Because they are responsible for my bad moods. There's a good chance it is your own fault. If it seems to you that the whole world is stinking, the good chance is that your inner emotions are stinking. It's like that lady who would always criticize the neighbor. And she would keep telling her husband, look, my neighbors, they have cleaned the clothes and they are hanging on the clothesline, but they are totally dirty. They don't have any sense of cleanliness. And look at their walls, how terribly stained their walls is. And their car has also got dirt on it. And the husband would just nod, yes, 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 yes. Until one day she got up and she looked out and she said, oh my, their clothes are so clean today. The walls are also clean. The car is also clean. What happened? The husband said, my dear wife, I cleaned our window panes. It was not the neighbor's dirt, it was the dirt on her own window panes. Similarly, if we go around finding fault with everything, we had better be careful, because it's the fact, if it seems to us that the fault is on the outside, this thought is the biggest fault, because that thought will prevent you from going upwards. You will always say, my defects are because of others. And if you take charge of your mind, no matter what anybody does, I'm responsible for my thoughts. Then you see how you will start improving in life. So this is the mindset for success. Responsibility for your emotions, for your mindsets.